College students are struggling to lock in a job immediately after they graduate. I certainly fell into that boat. According to the University of Washington, it takes the average student 3 to 6 months to find employment after finishing school. And joining us now is the CEO and founder of the Intern Queen and Career Queen, Lauren Berger. Lauren, good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
You're the perfect person to talk to you about this because you actually you had 15 internships.
15 internships when I was in college, yes.
Which is just insane.
Is that, I just have to ask, I know we're going to ask you a bunch of questions, but is that a lot, too much?
Yeah.
Seems like a little bit too
No,
much.
it definitely is. And it's funny, usually I do a lot of college speaking and people introduce me as the Intern Queen. I had 15 internships and the first thing I say is you don't need 15 internships.
Right.
I recommend 2 on your resume before you graduate college.
Let's talk about those tips to land those maybe 2 internships too, right? Because I think a lot of people coming out of college, it might be the first time, or even in college, it might be the first time they're looking for a job ever.
Yeah.
So what do you tell people on the best way to land an actual job?
Absolutely. So I think the first step is doing your research. So it's making that list of here are the companies that I think I might want to work for, or companies that are similar to my dream job. So it's making that list and then doing your research. And I think starting on networks like LinkedIn and looking at your alumni connections is a great way to start. A lot of college students feel like they have 0 connections, but a network like LinkedIn is a great way to say, wait a second, I have so many connections, I didn't even realize it.
So I'm wondering how you manage or how you tell people to if I can talk today, manage the balance between needing an internship, right, gaining that work experience, but also needing a paycheck. Because not all internships, some fields, they actually will pay you a salary while you're working there, but some don't. And I remember when I was interning in news, I got no money
Tricky.
at all.
Right. So the good news is things are changing. I wrote an internship book that came out in 2012, and that book was called All Work, No Pay. And at the time, it was all work, no pay. But things like you've said, they've changed, and most of the, if not all of the networks, are now paying their interns. Most of the unpaid internships you'll find will be in the nonprofit sector. So most students are actually starting to get paid for those internships now. And I would say only take on that unpaid internship if you feel like it's going to provide you with invaluable experience.
Yeah.
How important is it to use your internship to actually figure out what career path you want to take on? I remember when I started, I had an internship at a law firm, and it changed my life because I got a chance to see so many different industries coming through the firm that it really set my direction. And when I went to college, I came from a house where no one had went to college, had no education in my family. So I really didn't understand how to say, hey, this degree will relate to this job and you may make X. So how important is it to use your internships for that experience versus just going into the career you think you want to be in?
Well, I think you hit the nail on its head, right? You go into an internship to decide if you're going to continue pursuing a company like that, an industry like that, a field like that, or if you just don't like it. And out of my 15 internships, a lot of them were great experiences, but I knew they weren't the experience for me. And that really helped me kind of pick and choose what I did want to do and also what I did not want to do after college.
Yeah, that's just like me. I mean, my first internship, I'll come out and say it, I was working at Frito-Lay on the chips. I was making
That's cool. I want that internship.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
really
there's a
fun.
lot of good snacks there. I mean, some of the best snacks, but...
My first internship was at the Columbia Genome Center, actually.
I don't even know.
I wanted to be a biomedical engineer with a clinical focus.
Wow, very fancy.
You guys,
right.
my first New York City internship was actually in this building, like
Wow.
Really?
2003.
Well,
yeah.
welcome back.
You're back.
Full circle.
very exciting,
We've come
yeah.
full circle. All right, Lauren Berger, thank you so much for breaking down all of those learnings. Hey, investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.